From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, June the 16th, 2025. Well, it was an extremely difficult weekend in Israel with 350 ballistic missiles fired at the country since Friday by Iran. Most of the missiles were intercepted, but several were not, and made direct impact on houses and apartment buildings, killing a total of 24 civilians over this weekend, including children, and injuring over 500 with massive damage. The deadly strikes included on Saturday night on an apartment building in the central Israeli city of Bat Yam, where 9 people were killed, including an 8-year-old girl, a 10-year-old boy, and an 18-year-old boy. And also Saturday night, an Iranian missile hit a home in the Israeli Arab town of Tamra near Haifa, killing 4 members of the same family: a mother, her 2 young daughters aged 20 and 13, and a sister-in-law in the family. And overnight last night, 4 people were killed in a missile attack in Petah, Tikva. 3 people were killed in a missile attack in Haifa, and 1 person was killed in a missile attack in Bnei Brak. Israeli security forces and rescue workers worked around the clock, treating the injured and searching for any missing, pulling out survivors, including a 6-day-old baby rescued from the rubble. Most of the fatalities this weekend were of people who were not able to get to bomb shelters and safe rooms in time. However, 2 of the people killed in Petah Tikva were in a safe room when the Iranian missile hit, which is unusual. The missile hit the wall of the room and made impact. But the IDF reiterated the imperative to follow the home front command directions, getting to bomb shelters and safe rooms in time, that this was still the safest place to be. And more missiles were fired at Israel tonight from Iran, with Israel's residents once again taking cover in safe rooms and bomb shelters. And the IDF continues its Operation Rising Lion, hitting military and nuclear targets in Iran, including surface-to-surface missiles and missile launchers, and said today that 1/3 of the Iranian regime's missile launchers have been dismantled. And Israel's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, meanwhile, stressed the vast difference between the Israel and Islamic Republic side, writing, "One side uses precision strikes to stop an imminent existential threat. The other fires blindly at families. Israel targets nuclear sites and military infrastructure. The Iranian regime targets men, women, and children. There is no moral equivalence." Iran also fired several drones at Israel again last night, which were intercepted. A missile was also launched at Israel early this morning by the Houthis in Yemen, which was intercepted, and no injuries were reported. On Friday, as we reported to you, a Houthi missile made impact in the Hebron area. 5 people were injured there, including 3 children, in the Palestinian town of Sa'ir. And 2 rockets were launched at Israel from Gaza. They fell short, the IDF said, landing in the area of the Gaza fence. No injuries were reported there. And an IDF soldier was killed in Gaza yesterday. 21-year-old Sergeant First Class in Reserve Noam Shemesh was killed by RPG fire in southern Gaza yesterday morning. Israel's President Isaac Herzog and First Lady Michal Herzog today toured the site of the deadly Iranian missile strike in Petah Tikva, echoing the call to follow instructions of the Home Front Command and sending deepest condolences to those lost in the Iranian missile attack, and gratitude, Herzog said, to those involved in rescue and fighting day and night. The president saying, "Nothing will break the Israeli spirit. I am sure that we will get through this chapter together." Adding, "Even today, even in this painful arena, we do not forget for a moment our kidnapped sisters and brothers in Gaza. It is our duty to bring them home, down to the last one." And the remains of the 2nd hostage returned last week by the IDF from Gaza to Israel was identified. He is 49-year-old Aviv Atzili, a warrant officer in the reserves and a member of Kibbutz Nir Oz's Emergency Civil Defense Squad, who was murdered during the October 7th Hamas massacre, battling terrorists in the assault on the kibbutz. His body kidnapped to Gaza, where it was held for 614 days. His wife Liat, who was also abducted on October the 7th, was released after 54 days in captivity. 53 hostages remain held by terror group Hamas in Gaza, now for 619 days. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, June the 16th. At 7 o'clock, FIDF CEO Steve Weil speaks to Jonathan Schanzer about Israel's operation in Iran. At 8, Abigail Pogrebin sits down with Idit Klein, Executive Director of Keshet. At 8:30, Director Morris Ben-Mayor talks about his film Queen Shoshana, about the life of famed Israeli singer Shoshana Damari. At 9, Harriet Schleifer is on L'chaim. At 10:30, an encore of the news. And coming up next, it's Good Week Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, June the 16th, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.